Hi guys, how is everybody? Okay, so I've got my phone up here. I wanted to see how that intro thing worked, and so it's okay. Um, I couldn't hear any music on my end, so I don't know if it was doing any type of a music. So we'll have to see. Um, can Hey Beth, can you hear me okay? Hi Annette, how are you, darling? Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure my mic and everything is working okay. Awesome. Yay. Okay. Um, One of my last lives, it was asked if we could have canopies in the grass section next to Floral Hall. Okay. This was Rose's answer. No, we don't normally allow people to do that because that would mean you're having a fair. But if you go ahead and set up canopies, no one's going to ask you to leave. So we can set up canopies. It's just no one will ask us to leave if we do that. Okay. Um, so um, it's actually starting to get really nice here. Um, it's like yesterday it was like 73, 74-ish. It said it was 70, like 76, but when I went outside, it was a little on the chilly side, so I think our thingy was wrong. I know. So technically, we can set up canopies in the grass area and nobody will ask us to leave. So we can have more vendors and stuff this way. Um, so that's cool. It's just I will have to, when I guess when I send out, messages and stuff. Hi, Rick. Yes, we can never forget you. Hi, Dink and Tink. How you doing? Or Dink and Tank, how you doing? Sorry, I seen you guys come in. I should have said hi. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday or something like that, so I may not have very many people, but I had to give you guys, the update on, the event and everything. And so, but yes, Rose said no, but if we do set them up, no one's gonna ask us to take them down and leave. So technically, I guess we can. So that would mean more vendors and stuff. And let's see, I've got the Facebook event page going. I don't remember if I told you guys that last Sunday or not. Um, so the Facebook event page is going. So if you have Facebook, feel free to start sharing it out to, hi, Rebecca. Feel free to start sharing it out to, all of your Facebook friends that you think would be interested in, a homesteading event. Um, you know, let's also try to make sure we share it out with some of our YouTube friends so we can maybe get some more YouTubers there also. And if they happen to be a YouTube vendor, that's even more. Just make sure you send them to the our website www.northcentralhomesteaders.com. On there is a thing for vendors to be able to buy tickets and stuff like that. So um, I'm hating to charge more for vendors this year, but with next year's building being like 4 times, 5 times the size of Laurel Hall, if not bigger, $1,300 is a lot of money to come up with. I will get $700 of that back because it's deposit, but I still have to come up with $1,300. So, yeah, I am charging $25 for the vendor fees, but that is seriously just to help out with next year's fees. Um, awesome, Beth. I appreciate it, babe. I appreciate it. Make sure they uh go to the website and fill out all the information. If you can, try to invite people that are more towards the homesteading thing. Like you and Jason, you do a lot of 3D printing, and I consider that homesteading because you're making stuff. And some of the things that you guys make can be used for homesteading. You know, like those little cute little water bowl bottle thingies. You know, those could easily be used on a homestead where for, you know, somebody that has just, you know, maybe one or two chickens. You know, a lot of people in town, they can't have the number of chickens that we have. You know, they can only have, you know, a small amount. So, um, and then I contacted Will. I don't know if you guys remember Will Hostetler. Um, uh, tall guy, um, is either short hair, really short hair. Um, I want to say he had glasses. But he was a sweetheart. I remember that about him. Sweetheart and very knowledgeable. He actually stayed for the whole day, if you guys remember him. Um, so um, I've contacted him and he wants to kind of join and be a big part of this, and which is really awesome because I could really use kind of, you know, a partner. Um, but Will's wife, Diana, knows somebody that is like part of the garden club or the head of the garden club or something in Moberly. So, um, Beth, if you know somebody that wants to do a class, send them my way. Seriously. Right now, Jan said that she's willing to do another fermenting class. So I've got that. Um, Will said, hello, how are you, Food Forest? Will said that he knows the old sheriff of Macon and that he's going to see if he can't get that guy to talk about and kind of do some demo type stuff on homestead security, you know, stuff like that. Um, so, you know, we may have somebody doing a security type thing, which would be a first. I I guess a lot of times people don't necessarily think of, you know, homestead security and stuff like that, you know. Um, that's kind of one thing that looking through some of the past shows like, you know, the Homesteaders of America and stuff like that, some of, you know, the people that talk there and stuff. I don't remember, I may have, and I may have skipped over it, but I don't know if I have really seen anything about someone doing a show for homestead security. And so, I mean, that would be awesome. You know, I thought about getting a hold of Bob again and seeing if he can't do, you know, another thing on beekeeping, but maybe this time do something different than he done last year. Yes, baby. Yep. You know, let's see. Um, there was someone on Facebook that contacted me that wanted to do a class on goats. but she wanted to know what I was offering my speakers. Truth is, nothing. Advertisement. That's all I can do. I can add your name to the website. I'm going to try to do pamphlets this year for sponsors and stuff like that. So, I can list speakers and stuff, in the pamphlet. But that's really all I can do. I can't offer more than that. Homestead security. Um, Security for your animals, for one. Um, Security as far as maybe coyotes. Um, Coyotes are ground. Well, what about owls? Or uh, what about people? What if you go outside one day and you find a stranger out in your garden? One, they're trespassing. Two, they're stealing. They're stealing food for you and your family. What can you do about it? With him being an ex-sheriff, you'd be able to ask him those types of questions. Mind you, he would know more about Missouri type laws, but he would be able to also tell you, maybe who to ask or where to look in your state, you know? Um, uh, so, I mean, that would be kind of cool. Um, but yeah, Will's got a lot of ideas, and so him and I are going to kind of bang heads together one of these days. And I am hoping to get maybe him and I together, like in person, but then like maybe Beth, since you want to kind of be involved, maybe do a Zoom meeting or a call or something like that, to so all of us can just kind of maybe go over ideas or just something. Yeah, yeah, true. But I mean, in a way, it kind of hurt my feelings, because this is literally our second year. And I told her that, and I said, right now, I'm not offering our speakers anything because this is our second year and I'm still trying to get off the ground. And she didn't reply to me or anything after that. It was like she only wanted to come up and speak for the money, which, yeah, I totally get that, because it would cost her money to, drive up here, and so the most I would have been able to do, would be like, reimburse her for gas or something like that. But this is only our second year. I don't have the funds for that. I only have 120 from last year's event. And honestly, I'm still out of pocket from last year's event because the dinner afterwards cost Jeff and I money, and Jeff, he sold some buildings the other day to some guy. So I added that 20 to this. So I've got 140 in cash that I'm going to deposit. And then I am going to write Rose a check out of the business account. Well, the business account is also my Etsy account. And so I will be paying with this money from that. And well, see, that's what Will and I were talking about is, with this being the second year, maybe charging $2 or $3 per person. But if I do that, then I need to give them something to show that they were at the event, you know, that, so, so I don't know. Maybe buy some of those like weird plastic bracelets and have like NCHC put into them, like all one color for. The 2024 year. Next year, do a completely different color, in CHC. Um, let's see, I still have to contact seed companies about getting seeds donated for the seed swap and contacting other companies about donations or sponsorships. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Alfonso. Doing bracelets, but also tickets. Giving them a bracelet, but giving them a ticket or two for them to put in the raffle thing. Yeah, stamp the back of the hand. The only thing is if they wash their hands, more than likely there will go the stamp. And with sicknesses and everything still being out there, I would hope that the people that show up wash their hands. Just saying. Just hoping, just saying. Um, oh wow. Well, this is only our second year, Rick, and so I don't I don't want to go overboard on fees. It's bad enough. Last year I was only charging a vendor fee of $10. This year I'm raising that vendor fee to $25 and I'm going to charge, $2 or $3 for entry. But we will be able to have more vendors there because according to Rose, her exact words were, "No, we don't normally allow people to do that, but if you do that, no one's going to ask you to take them down and leave." So, we will be able to use the grass area that's next to Floral Hall, so that will give us a lot more space. But it's just my thing is and I know people aren't going to understand this, happen to pay a couple of dollars or whatnot, or happen to pay $25 for a vendor fee. But it's only because next year's building is going to be so much bigger and cost me so much more. Um, I don't know if you guys seen the video or the pics of the building that the Dukes of Hazzard thing was in. I done a kind of a quick live. That will be the building that we're in. I mean, seriously, that's going to be our building. The outside area, like Floral Hall has, 5 times bigger. The inside area, like Floral Hall has, 10 times bigger. I mean, this building is so much bigger than Floral Hall, and like this year, yes, we're going to have to possibly have some outside vendors in the grass area. Next year, a lot of the vendors will fit inside. Yes, we can still have vendors outside if they have a canopy and it's a nice day or whatnot. We can have vendors outside. But some of the things that I am excuse me, sorry. Just a pain. Okay. Some of the things that I have here of people that and ideas, okay? Ideas is one, there is, a paper maker. That would be kind of cool to, have somebody there that makes paper. I would love that. Um, let's see, there are, there was a vendor that done pottery he had his own pottery wheel, and so I will contact him to see if he can possibly be there with his pottery wheel. Um, okay, and real quick, while I'm doing this, Hunter has literally been sick all week. He went to school last Monday and hadn't been to school since. He was running a fever every single day. There was a couple of days in there where it got really high, so much so his thought process was way out of it. I mean, you would have swore the poor kid was drunk, and his body was just, I mean, on fire. Um, then it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, he refused to walk, saying his legs or his ankles hurt, and he was refusing to walk. Um, that was Friday and Saturday, not Sunday. Today's Sunday. Woke up this morning and he was walking now and he wasn't running a fever. Um, he was starting to run a little bit of a fever about 2 hours ago. And I gave him some more Tylenol. So, okay, they received a 8x10 flyer with entry number, list of vendors or classes with entry ticket with entry number at the bottom of the page. They receive this when they pay the entry fee. Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea, Beth. Um, one of the other ones that I had, and I don't know where his card went, but he was a blacksmith, and he was at Chautauqua in the park. And so I really want to invite him because I think that would be really cool, you know. Um, One of the other things that I thought of for, like, way down the line, okay? We're talking way, way down the line. But do the homestead convention in sections. When you think about it, who was the original homesteaders? The original ones. What year? Who? Indians, pioneers. Those were our original homesteaders. So I was thinking about when it gets to the point to where I am able to rent the entire park, having it like a walk-through time, okay? When you come into the park, on one side, you will have maybe a teepee and, somebody's or maybe a couple of teepees and a couple of people, doing some type of, Indian style homesteading skill. And then on the other side, you would have, your homesteader, maybe, the mountain men style tent, I can't remember what those are called. My dad used to have one. Um, but stuff like that, but having it go down the line to now, what we do now, you know? I don't know, it was just an idea, and I just, uh, home homesteading walkthrough time. I think that would be cool for doing one of the years of, the homes a theme kind of for one of the years of, the homesteading. But, I have got so many ideas, and I've gotten most of them written down in my handy dandy binder up there, of different things that I would like to do and try, and Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Alfonso, is, having somebody that, yeah, that's a good idea, Beth. That's a good idea. It's just, you would have to look at, the sponsor page on our website to see what I'm offering the sponsors because, yeah, um, you could have people, showing how to do that. It's where they built. It's where they built walls over there, but they were like latticed and intertwined, and then stuffed with clay, and then smoothed with clay. Um, ah, I can't remember. It's just something. Um, ah, what am I thinking of? Old style Irish, Scottish walls, lattice work, clay. No, not Adobe. Um, um, Schmear. No, that's a wall technique. Um, oh, I don't know. I can't think of it. I'm thinking of the smear is not the right one. Smear is a wall technique, for like bricks or something like that. Um, but oh, awesome. I don't know, Rick. I'm not certain if that's the right term for it or not. Hi, Sticky. How are you? Of course, we will probably have Miss Rebecca there again at her little table, um, doing her crocheting, knitting thing. So everybody will be able to watch that. Um, oh, I am trying to find that one with the blacksmith. There was literally so many of them there. It was amazing. I think I've got two of those. Here's another person that does pottery. Forge. Bagley Forge and Glass. Custom blacksmithing and stained glass. Um, he's out of Chillicothe. So I might be able to get him there. A broom maker. That would be cool. Um, weaving. Um, I don't know if, I mean, I'd probably invite these people because they're close, kettle corn, but I don't know if they would get that much business this year or not. Um, leather products, somebody was making, stuff out of leather, carved heirloom bowls, I can invite them. Dulcimers, somebody was making dulcimers, so, I mean, That was really cool. Um, Lots of wood art people, tons of wood art people. Um, but yeah, that's kind of my idea is contacting a lot of these people and of course I've got tons of here's Sugar Creek apiaries, which of course that's a bee place, but we're probably already gonna have a bee place. Um Doing good, Sticky, doing good. We are going over some of the things that we plan on um doing for the North Central Homesteaders Convention this year. Um, but yeah, I've got, all of these people here are just people for, doing, um, and then, doing, not shows, but, well, yeah, kind of, but classes. And then all of these are, vendors that I'm hoping to invite some of them. Considering it's Floral Hall, I can't invite all of them. I'm gonna have to be really picky, choosy who I send out kind of those invites to. But yeah, it would be so awesome to have, you know, those people come in. But you know, that's what I was thinking is, the woman that kind of wanted to teach on goats, but wanted to, you know, wanted to know what I was offering. Um, since I'm unable to offer anything, and Gary and Cindy, they're awesome. I mean, I swear to God, they are like the most knowledgeable people, I swear. But I can see if they have goats, and if they do, then I can have Gary teach a class on, goats, you know, um, caring for them, which believe me, from take it from somebody that had goats, milk goats, okay? Oh my gosh, they require so much. Um, like their minerals and stuff, they require, their hooves being trimmed, um, the blue block of selenium, I think that's what it's called. Their minerals. They can't have too much of this during such and such time, but they can have plenty of it after they kid, it's just yeah, it was a lot. Jeff, made a hand milker. So, I can have, maybe if Gary and Cindy have, a milker, they could bring to show what they milk their goats with if they've got any, I mean, just, whatever. But, bringing items to, show and stuff. And, like Jan, she's going to do another fermenting class. Yeah, yum, yum. I hope she does whatever she wants to do, but it'd be nice if she also created some more of that delicious coleslaw because that stuff was amazing on those burgers. But so yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. Will and I, we kind of touched base again and went over a couple of ideas together today. Um, as I said, Hunter has been really bad sick this week, so I did not get to leave the house. So I'm up in the air on what to do because technically you're not supposed to send him to school for 24 hours after running a fever. And at about 5 o'clock, I felt him and he felt warm. I didn't take his temp. He just felt warm. And so I gave him some ibuprofen. But I don't know what to do. I don't want to send him to school and have him get anybody else sick. And the weird thing is it's only affecting the kindergartners. According to the school secretary, when Jeff talked to her when he went to pick up Hunter's homework, it's only affecting the kindergartners. So I I don't know. It's I don't know. As I said, I don't want to you get anybody else sick, I mean, so it is what it is. Um, hey, Gary. Yeah, I know. I know, Sticky. I know. It's I just need to take him to the doctor. We were going to take him to the emergency room. Um, yes, Gary. We were going to take him to the emergency room this morning, but when he woke up, he was walking again and wasn't running a fever. And so I was like, okay, well, we don't have to worry about taking him to the emergency room, all day. Walking, no fever. Walking, no fever. Totally fine. And then about 5 o'clock, I felt him and he felt warm. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So thanks, Sticky. So that's where we're at with Hunter. So if he misses tomorrow, then yeah, he will have been out an entire week. He would have missed 5 days of school because he missed last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so thanks, Gary. Thanks, Sticky. So yeah, but so yeah, we've got a lot of, cool ideas and stuff kind of floating around, for this event. And as I yes, thinking about the event now, but when I also have an idea for possible future, I write it down. That way I don't forget it. That way I have it in my folder, my notebook thing for the future, for when we get bigger. So, as I said, I'm still in the planning processes of this year, getting ready to deposit the money and write out the check for Rose. Um, I guess Will mentioned, helping with next year's. So that would be awesome. He has no idea what a huge help that would be. You know, um, my thing is, getting some, really good sponsors. That's why I want to offer the pamphlet, is so I can have, give the sponsors, something. Um, I don't know. It's just there's so much. I when I started this last year, my idea of it getting big is I didn't think of all the little parts that go into it getting big, like the advertisements and, maybe banners. Maybe some of these, sponsors are going to want to be on a banner, and so I'll have to find somebody that does banners on the cheap but are good. And so, see, that's what I'm afraid of, uh, Alfonso, is I don't want him, getting in trouble for, truancy, you know, but um but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. I've got Will's help and Beth, and so I've got our Facebook group started for, the committee. And then I've also got the Facebook event page started also already. So people can kind of start sharing it out, a word of mouth, getting us out there, you know, that way people know about us and make sure that they plan for, that first Friday and Saturday of October to come and see us. and I am going to try a Friday, Saturday this year. If that don't work, then next year I will do, Saturday, Sunday. We'll just see how things go, you know? Do our dinner afterwards, on Saturday, like, we would, like we did last year. That way we can all kind of spend some time together and stuff. I know Jan wasn't able to stay for the dinner, you know, um, but it was cool for those that did, that was kind of awesome. Um, Maybe have everybody kind of pitch in something, whether it be a thing of paper plates or, a thing of napkins or, whatever. Have somebody, kind of pitch in something. That way it kind of eases the monetary part off of Jeff and I just a little bit also. Um, but yeah, I want to make my problem right now is because Floral Hall is so small, trying to find something for kids. Yes, Floral Hall is right across from the park, which is convenient. I mean, it really is convenient, Floral Hall Park, literally just boop, right across the street, you know. But yeah, needs something to do with kids. Me, Gary, um, I I don't put out any more content right now because of everything else going on in yeah. And to be honest, some Sundays it kind of feels like work. It's just like, crap, what am I going to talk about? Nothing new has happened. So what am I going to talk about? And then other Sundays, like, tonight, it was like, I need to let them know, what's going on with, the meetup thing and, how Hunter's been sick and we got our babies out of the brooder and put them in with the big girls and one of the big girls or big guys or something chased one of the babies out of the chicken coop today. So I had a baby I had to chase down. And so um had to put the baby back in the pen, but then it just stayed there in that one little corner. So I was like, ah, crap, they're just gonna gang up on her. So I put her back in the chicken coop with the rest of them because I guess I don't once she got out, she didn't know what to do. I mean, she was scared. So that's a good idea, Gary. I appreciate it. Yeah. I thought about, doing some pop-ups here and there, just kind of, whenever I'm, doing something, do it live instead of doing a video on it or something. Right. Yeah. That's kind of, where I am as far as, the YouTube live goes. Is it just, or the YouTube videos, I guess, not necessarily the lives, but the videos started feeling like a job, you know, um, the all the editing and, I mean, it wasn't fun, you know? And so I don't know. Maybe I was just putting too much thought into the editing or too much work into the editing. Maybe I shouldn't have been so picky or something, but I mean, there would be days where, I'd sit there and I would, edit a video and it would take me hours just because I would have to go through, the video. And mind you, we're talking, sometimes the video, once I got all of it, the sections put together, if it was a stop start video, um, once I got the sections put together, there was like 8, 9, 10 hours worth of work. Like when we cleaned out that cabin or that shed, that was 2 days, pretty much sun up to sundown. And so there was probably 18, 20 hours of editing. You know, I had to sit there and I had to sit there and watch it and cut out and watch and cut out and watch and cut out and watch and cut out. And then once I got all of that, then I had to go through again, because see, whenever I edit, I always have to watch everything like 3, 4 times, just to make sure that it's all good. The exporting, the program that I use, the exporting doesn't take a whole lot of time, but hi Gary, I was talking about you earlier. Do you guys have goats? I can't remember because we were talking about the meetup again, and you have goats? Are yours meat goats or milk goats, Gary? Milk, Gary. Mine were milk goats, and they just, yeah, that's about what I had. See, I I missed some of mine. My sable, her name was Sequoia, and I miss her. I really do. After she went down and I sat out there with her half the night, just she was, had her head in my lap, and I had lavender I put on the end of her nose to calm her down, and here it is. It's kind of cold out, and I'm down there with her, and I'm praying to God that, she doesn't go, but I'm also letting her know that, that she's been, because she had some younger twins at the time, and I think that was kind of why oh no, that was Nibbles. Nibbles had the twins. Um, but yeah, I stayed down there with Sequoia and, just over half the night and then trying to, bring her back. And I told Jeff, I was like, I came back up to the house. We finally came back up to the house. It was probably 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And Jeff had to get up. It was it 4:30, 5? It's just literally a couple hours later. And I told him, I was like, do me a favor. I was like, go down there and check on her before you leave for work. And wake me up, let me know. And he woke me up and said, that she was fine, that, she wasn't out of it. She was still down, but she had her head propped up on some type of a food bowl type thing that we had down there. And so I was like, okay. And then it was a couple hours later when I got up, because I had to get Trenton off to school. And so I went down there and spent some more time with her. And it was just like after that, her and I, we were a lot closer. whenever I went down there and I would sit down, she'd put her forehead if I put my head down, she'd put her forehead right next to mine, and she wouldn't push or anything. It was kind of just like, a mind meld or something, our foreheads would just be sitting there touching, and it was kind of like our hug or something like that. Hi, Des. But, when I got out of goats and everything, I sold Sequoia too, and I found out that, Sequoia, has, passed away. That kinda hurt because I really loved her. She was my sweetheart. But and, Nibbles, I don't know why she originally went down, but when she went down, we weren't able to get her back up, and, I had to have, uh, Trenton go down and dispose of her because she wasn't getting out of it, whatever it was. And so, yeah, that one sucked, but we called her Nibbles because whenever you stuck your hand in the pen, she'd sit there and she'd just sit there and start nibbling on your fingers. She wouldn't bite, it was just nibble, 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 nibble. And so I named her Nibbles. But okay, Gary. But that's okay, Carrie. You're probably watching the Super Bowl. Gary, are you and Cindy planning on coming this year? If you're not, don't hurt me none. I'd miss you because I love you guys so much, and your knowledge is amazing. Oh, okay. I can't remember if I told you guys last weekend or not, but we finally have our fiber that they have been promising us for years. But yeah, so yay. Um, so yeah, that's kind of where we are on everything. Um, I'll be paying Rose this week for uh oh, it is amazing. Every now and then I do get just a weird just disconnect. Like, I'll be doing something online and internet just goes boop, but it comes right back. I mean, like immediately. And I'll be like, the heck was that about? But it's only happened like 3 times the last week. And I mean, it's just literally just off and on, comes right back on. I'll be watching, an old episode of NCIS and, it'll say something about, this video couldn't be loaded or something. And I refresh and it comes back on. It's just perfectly fine. So I don't know if it's just because they're still working on the lines down past our house or what it is. But, but man, I just keep thinking I've been working on taxes too. I hate taxes. Absolutely hate them. And when you've got your own business, it is 10 times hard because technically we kind of have two businesses. Okay. We've got our farm, which is Willowway Ranch. Okay. Then we have my Etsy business, which is Willowway Ranch LLC. Okay. The LLC has an FEIN. The farm does not. So even though they're the same names, they're not because Willoway Ranch LLC is registered, and that's for my Etsy store and everything like that. Willoway Ranch for the farm is not registered with anything or anybody. So that's what I've been working on. You know, this is Jeff, he always does all the stuff for the farm, nice, neat, prints it all out on, yeah, that he worked all that up and printed it out. Okay. And then you've got me, and I'm sitting here going through everything. Okay. This is receipts for my business. Okay. This is receipts. This is just going into a physical store receipts. Okay. Mhm. This isn't even all of them. Okay. This is eBay, PayPal. And then this, I guess you can kind of tell where I spend most of my money. All of this is Amazon. So that's what I've been working on the last few days is trying to get all that stuff entered. Sorry. Um, okay, so I've gone over Hunter being sick. I've gone over me working on taxes. I've gone over the chicken escaping. Um, gone over most of what I wanted to talk about with the event. Um, I really need to get emails out to people that I want to do shows and stuff for, or uh, uh, classes, I guess. Um, plus, I need to work on getting Jeff and I's shows lined up this year. Um, we've already been invited to the April one for Huntsville, which we turned down because it's like the first or second week of April, and last year it snowed. We are outside in our canopy with our sides down, a little bitty small propane heater, Hunter with us, and it's snowing and it's cold. And so I'm sitting there, Jeff and I talked about it, I would go, but Jeff doesn't want to go because of the cold and Hunter. Hunter last year was miserable. I mean, every few minutes it was, Mommy, I'm cold. Can we go? And be like, no, baby, we paid a vendor fee. In the fee thingy, it stated that we had to stay until it closed. You can go inside and warm up, so, I'd have Jeff or Dakota take him inside and, walk around inside and warm him up and then bring him back out. And so, if I knew for sure that it wasn't going to snow, then yeah, Huntsville all the way, because Huntsville's a town that we grew up in, and so, but then we've also been reinvited back to the Chillicothe one in April, spring vendor market or something like that. And so I don't do eBay. I don't I don't sell things on eBay. I buy things from eBay, but I don't sell things on eBay. Um, so the spring vendor market, we were able to have an inside thing there. So, I mean, that was, really cool. We've only got the one tent. So if it's an outside event, yes, I could rent two spots, but only one spot's going to have a tent. And that day, um, Okay, Gary. Okay, no problem. Honestly, I probably won't be on here too much longer in a way because, with Hunter being sick and everything, and it's almost his bedtime, and so, um, I'll probably be getting off of here before too long anyway. Okay, but Alfonso, I don't sell on eBay. My products are homemade, handmade, so I sell them on Etsy, not eBay. And Etsy and eBay are completely different as far as stores and selling and whatnot. So Etsy is more towards, um, handmade, homemade, homegrown, you know, stuff like that. Whereas eBay, I can sell anything. I can sell a can of Dr. Pepper off of eBay, whereas Etsy, I wouldn't be able to do that because I didn't make it, and so Etsy's not technically a resale place. So, I mean, they do. I know there's a lot of people on there that probably do resell something, but you probably wouldn't like this one, Rick. Zero sugar. But I've been drinking zero sugar Dr. Pepper for, oh, what, a year now? I don't know. And it's weird. I've drinking a couple of regular Dr. Peppers since probably maybe three the entire year. And they taste so much different now. When I first started drinking the zero sugars, I didn't think there was that much of a difference in the taste. But now that I've been drinking zero sugars, if I drink a regular Dr. Pepper, it's just kind of like, whoa, this is right. I can definitely tell a difference. But my thing is I need to really lose some weight. I'm having I've gotten back into eating carbs before bed, and that's a huge no-no. It's nothing for me to go down, grab a bowl of, my little frosted shredded wheats and come up here and, watch some NCIS and chow down on my bowl of cereal and then go to bed. There's no exercise or anything in between. Um, but the good thing is now that it's getting warmer out, hopefully, I mean, I know it's only February, so we could have a blizzard tomorrow, but I'm hoping not. But hopefully I can start getting, some more exercise and get slimmed back down before October gets here. I hope so. That's what I want to do. But last couple of nights, instead of my carbs, I've been chowing down on salads. Lettuce, tomato, a little bit of cheese, avocado, because avocado is supposedly a good fat. And so, but I'm out of avocado now. So, oh my gosh. Oh, Rick, whatever you do, keep that there. I haven't even checked ours. Uh, I'm gonna check it real quick. It is currently 33 out, which I mean the nights have been cooler. Um, I'm gonna look at the monthly forecast. Hey, they're saying it's supposed to be 69 Oh, no, it was 69 on the 8th. Okay. Today's the 11th. So it was 69 Thursday. Well, it looks like we're headed for a cool down because they're saying the high today was 44 and that it's supposed to get down to 28 tonight. High tomorrow is supposed to be 51, low of 28, 56, low of 31. Is it Wednesday? Yeah. Wednesday, we're supposed to go back up to 61 and a low of 41. Hi, Hooga! Speaking of, how was Houston? How was your meeting with your kid, your son, and your grandkids? By the looks of this, they're not calling for any precipitation this month. I mean, seriously, none. Yep, here it is right here. Snowstorm could dump a foot of snow on Greater Boston. There you go, Rick. Oh my gosh. Map shows 20 states affected by storm ahead of Valentine's Day. Oh my goodness. New York could be hit by up to 12 inches of snow as state braces for storm. Holy cow. You guys keep it there. Keep it there. Love your butt. Keep it there. They're saying we could get some snow March 3rd. I don't know how they figure that, but they're saying, and then it looks like we kind of get into spring rains starting somewhere around March 18th. But man, see what April looks like. Oh, if they are correct, April doesn't look too bad. Looks like rain April 1st and 2nd, April 19th, rain April 24th, April 25th, April 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, the 1st, the 2nd of May, the 4th of May. Yeah, dry spell. Well, that'd be a good time to plant the garden. Is right around my birthday. And October for our area, they're saying, now this could change. You guys know how, the future weather thingies are. Um, but they're saying that Friday and Saturday, October 4th and 5th, October 4th is supposed to be a high of 72 and a low of 52, a high of 71 and a low of 52. So if they are somewhat correct, then most people would be comfortable outside with a hoodie or a jacket. So, but that is so far in advance. Honestly, I doubt they notice the truth. They know the truth. Oh, Hooga, that is awesome. Oh, you started your peppers. That is so cool. Did I ever show you guys the little weird sun catcher type thingy that I bought? I know. I know. Mommy, look. I don't think I did. Figure out how to get it up here. Okay, let's start up here. It's kind of got a weird moon type thingy and a crystal thingy, and then it's got like a cut geode. And then, of course, I messed up there. It's got a cut geode that is really pretty when the sun shines through it. And then it's got another little prism diamondy thingy. And then it's got this really cool eye thingy with some more of the gem thingies. And then it's got like one of those like chandelier crystal thingies at the bottom of it. But yeah, I hang that in my window and it's like, it's really pretty. I love it. It's pretty. And teddy bears in here, and so he's saying hi. He's a pretty teddy bear. He's saying hi to everybody. I'm gonna get back up there. I'm going to take it off, right? He's not how it goes. You take something off and you can't get it back on. And there it goes. Okay, you want to say hi? Come on, say hi. Say hi, guys. Say hi. It's me, teddy bear. Mm-hmm. No, such a good boy. Yeah, such a good boy. Thanks, Des. Thanks, Rick. I know. I thought that was so pretty. But and then I don't know if you guys have seen those things that you could put in your yard and they sit there and they it's a full round thing and as it spins it kind of folds in and out. I got one of those and I put it right outside my window here. Well, I had Jeff put it right outside my window. That way I can sit here and kind of watch it just do its little folding in and out as the wind blows. It's really cool. I like stuff like that. Um, and then last year when my friend Casey, she was a vendor at the uh homesteaders thing. Um, but when she had her big sale, I bought this this it's a peacock, but it's a solar powered light, but a metal peacock thing. And it actually worked for the first time the other day. It's been sitting outside, I don't know how long, and it actually worked for the very first time. So I don't know what sparked it to work, but it did. So, and it was really pretty. And Hunter's like, "Look, mommy, it's working." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. About dang time." So, but so uh yeah, that's where we're at. I know. I love those things. I thought they were really cool. Um, one thing I did get in this week was I got in a magnet, and it is an extremely strong magnet. But you know how Squirrel does his magnet fishing? His magnet's probably 10 times bigger than this, okay? But I thought, this would come in handy like when we go fishing like up at, Thomas Hill. God only knows what is out there. You're not only talking fishing hooks, but there could be fishing rods. Um, who knows what's out there, and so I got a magnet so we can try our own little magnet fishing, just kind of, whenever we go fishing, just to see what's out there. Yeah, my mom, she wasn't magnet fishing, she was regular fishing, and this past summer, and she pulled up a brand new fishing rod. It hadn't been down there very long at all, so probably somebody that had went fishing probably a week or two before them somehow managed to lose their brand new reel or their brand new rod and reel because my mom was able to fish it up and ended up with a brand new rod and reel because of it, you know. You know, in situations like that, there's no way to find out, you know, who the original owner was. And so it's just kind of like you just take your wins, right? But yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I just curious, you know, I see the videos of Squirrel doing his magnet fishing and stuff like that, and so I, you know, just curiosity. You know, you see videos. I was watching some a while back of a different team. It wasn't Squirrel, but a different team, and they were magnet fishing off the side of a bridge, and they fished up a gun, and so they're standing there talking to this officer. And while this one guy is talking to this officer about the gun that they just pulled up, there's another guy standing behind him fishing, doing some more magnet fishing, and he brings up another gun. And so there was two guns that had been pitched off the side of that bridge, and so that was kind of cool. But I would hope not to fish up any guns because that would be, you know, oh crap, we got to call the law. And nothing against our police officers. You know, I love them. You know, Will, you know, he's involved with the sheriff's department, so you know, I mean, I have no problems against, you know, police officers at all. You know, love the men in blue. Um, Love the men in red too, though. But that's just because I am a previous firefighter myself. And so, but yeah, I would just prefer to finish up cool things where I don't have to sit there and call the police to come and pick up whatever it is I found. But in a way, um, yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and get off of here. I wish I could put this on something real quick and try to let you guys see how strong it is. I don't think this is aluminum, so yeah, we'll stick to aluminum. Um, and I'm not stupid enough to stick it to anything of, let's see if we can do this. Oh, yeah, I can it. Cool. Did you see that? Oh, crap. Okay, so I've got to scrape to pull it because there ain't no pulling it up. But what? I mean, that thing is strong for being so little. Oh my goodness. Pulled up dynamite. Oh, I can peel it up, I guess. I just can't pull it up. But yeah, I mean, so I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Jeff and I can do a video magnet fishing someday. But I got a little bitty, sorry, that was loud. I have a little bitty wood stove sitting beside me that's going to go in my either my greenhouse or my cabin. I don't know, one of the two. It's going to go in one of the two. And so I've been sticking the magnet to the top of it because it's really the only thing I can stick it to. Because I mean, I don't want to stick it to anything electronic, you know, because it's a magnet. But so, okay. Good night, Rick. Love you, buddy. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and get off of here. And I think I gave you guys the updates that I wanted to give you. Um, if I think of anything I missed, I can always do a pop-up live and let you know something that I missed. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. So, everybody have a good night. Love you guys. Um, Stay curious, stay kind, stay subscribed. Bye, guys. Love you. Love you, Des. Love you, Rick. Love you, Becca. Tell Ronald that I love him and that I will call him back. Webb's Web. Oh, let Ralph know. Okay, I will email him. Yeah, he emailed me and I emailed him. Speaking of the devil, there's Mr. Ronald himself. You're on speakerphone. How may I help you, Mr. Ronald? Hi. Okay. But anyway, as I said, I love you guys. Bye. And I will talk to you guys later. Again, stay curious, stay kind, stay subscribed. Yep, I will, Des. I will.